Hello, loves. It's definitely been another long while, and life has been throwing me curveballs. So much so, I am becoming a pitcher, a wonderful pitcher in the game of life, and I'm waiting my time at bat so I could knock it out of the park. Well, honestly, I've been a little low emotionally and low spiritually. I thought it was connected to the weather, and then I realized that I've been spending just a little too much time on social media and looking at the news, which can honestly be very depressing. Informative, yet very depressing. So, there's a lot of blind news going on. I I guess I just call it what it is. Ratchet gossip that's out there popping in the streets, and it's lowering the vibrations of so many people, of thousands and thousands of people, and they're reposting the same thing. They are making fun of people's private lives and people's, you know, ways that they choose to get money and fund themselves. And I can only say one thing: either you're a part of the fan base or you're not. If you're going to speak on these particular topics, then you are definitely part of the fan base and you give as much support as you do dislike these individuals. And I can honestly say that because you're speaking on them. They are truly getting a lot of your time and a lot of your attention. Um, that's low vibrational, just low. You're operating through feeling negative, being negative, extruding short tempers and irritability. It gives you lack of drive, lack of motivation, lack of inspiration when we're in a brand new season. And that's crazy. We are in a brand new season of rebirth personally, self acknowledgement, self awareness, just overall self. And it's coming down in abundance. I mean, hustle mode on. And again, hustle does not mean any illegal activity per se only, you know. I hustle with these videos right here. You support your girl, I'd appreciate it. Support me through CashApp, and more of these videos will come. They will get a heck of a lot better, I promise you. I do all of this off of my own emotional whims and off the top of my head, and I express what I'm feeling inside. And I used to think that this was going to be just me ranting and being negative, and it's really not. It's inspiring for me. It's enlightening to me, and I enjoy the feedback. I do get feedback, and that's really dope. I do get views, even if it's 10, 20, 40. I still get views. I don't want to jump and be popular overnight because I don't believe in things like that. I don't believe in instant stardom. You have to go through a lot of messy groundwork in order to get what you want. And that's with everything. So the key is not to allow low vibrational fields to enter your energies field. Everyone has their own personal energy field, and you encounter different energy fields when you interact with people, when you pick up a book, when you touch something feasible that someone else has touched, when you read a person's emotions, or you're engaging with another individual, even watching television, you are raising or lowering your vibrational field. Do you eat well? Do you sleep enough? Do you dream of your goals? Do you manifest them the next morning, the next day? Do you affirm them on a day-to-day basis? Are you researching? Are you reading? What are you doing? Sometimes I ask myself a lot of those same questions. What are you doing? And I'm coming up with answers. I'm definitely coming up with answers. And the biggest thing that I can say is I'm appreciating being favored through my higher source of spiritual power. And I'm being favored in ways that I didn't dream imaginable, that I honestly at times didn't think I was worthy of myself. And I recently spent a lot of time with a good friend of mine, one of my childhood friends actually, and a real good analogy came up when it hit me emotionally, dealing with something that I really wanted to give all of my energy to. Just cut having a great day, cut the situation that was going on in front of me, the present moment that I was in, and just give this one sidebar tangent situation all of my energy. And my friend said, pay no attention to the person that's willing to snipe you through others or snipe you through distance, and respect the person that's willing to shoot you with a shotgun. What I gathered from that is that shotgun's a straight bang. It's an automatic head-on attack. So you gotta take it for what it is. But a sniper is crafty and will bide their time and wait to hit you. Do you really have all that time to wait to be hit? Or will you respect the person that's willing to just go full force and, you know what I mean? Make this cut and dry. Not bait you, but definitely make sure that you get their message. I respect that. I respect that because I was raised to take the world as black and white. There's nothing that was gray. There's no mysterious 50 or so many shades of gray that go on in the world. And I like that because either a light is on or it's off. You know what I mean? Either the temperature is hot or it's cold. Something like central heating and central air during off seasons and dimmer switches were created to manipulate the absolution of what something is. It's either up or down, like left or right. You just open or closed. Plain and simple. But no. For some reason, we create snipers, we create monsters because we're so worried about how we're going to be perceived by the next person and how someone's going to view us and put us out to the next individual when speaking about us. And you know what? Fuck it all. None of that matters, because when you were born, none of those people were thinking about you. And depending on how long you are able to breathe breath in this realm, on this plane, you may not even be remembered by these people when you die. To know that time is spent worrying about individuals that pretend or that you pretend with, it doesn't make you a better person. It makes you a fraud and a failure at life, at socialism, at growth, at acknowledgement, at actualization, at the realization that the moments that you're in are created by you because you manifest them and you make it all happen. You either bring goodness to yourself or you bring dramatics and pain and strife. And you have to realize what makes you grow. What do you feel you grow in? Are you egotistical or are you narcissistic where you just don't give, a damn, two shits, half a fuck? You love dramatics, you revel in it. Are you egotistical where you do things for people with the notion that you're going to be noticed for what you did so you can be thanked, and it's almost like you wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for me, or you damn right you got that because I made sure you got that. I mean, it's very healthy to have bits and pieces of everything, even a little docile reprieve about yourself where you're willing to go above and beyond for particular people, but it's all within set parameters. Like, most people try to be the best at something, like 100%, over 100%, meaning it's in excess, and anything that's in excess is definitely not good. Indulgence, even in love in excess becomes possessiveness. Individual can become clingy. Excessiveness of a love of food can create obesity, sickness, you know, bad health. What do you say to people that like to sleep all day? Oh, I don't go to work today. I'm off. I ain't got nothing to do. I might as well just go to sleep. Not, you know what? Let me enrich myself. Let me learn a new skill. Let me step outside my comfort zone. Let me plan a date for myself and invite the person that I like or somebody that I'm interested in, or something, positive or motivating. To those people, say the same thing. Anything in excess is bad. Sleeping all day means that you lose out on a lot of life. And then when you turn around and people have established situations and, they have families or they've gone out on vacations and take photos, and you want to know what happened? Life passed you by because you did everything in excess. The only thing that is in complete excess, okay, and abundance, like all times, is you liking and loving and supporting and motivating yourself. Everything else and everyone else will come to you when it's time. Like, imagine there was a watch right there. Just when it's time, they'll be there. You don't want to cut yourself believing that, your goal in life is to assert happiness from other people or to force others to be just like you. Again, that makes you a failure at life. The main key is to reverse the damage that has already been done and unlearn all that has been hazardous and detrimental to you, to relearn everything that is going to be progressively motivating and it's going to push you to ascension. You have to want to level up and raise yourself to a higher stance of you, to a higher being, to a higher sense of self. And when you get there, it's going to be phenomenal because you will be there waiting at the top with open arms. At the end of that mountaintop, that high peak, that real pointy top, after you meet yourself, your spirit will soar and you will be boundless in everything that you do. And I know I've been there at times of my life, And I've honestly allowed myself to fall, to get back up, to realize my mistakes. I'm not perfect. Only God is. And there is no absolution of a guarantee in this life except life and death. What you do in the middle is completely and surely up to you. Enjoy your journey. Create more assets than liabilities, and your days will be amazing. Love yourself like I love you. We are in a new season. Claim all that is great, and greatness will fall on you through many blessings. Bless.